All right. Quick mic check in the chat box. Let me know if you can hear me. All right, microphone check. Mic check. All right, microphone check. All right, stream's all set to go. Yeah. I'm sorry, what was that? Will it be what? Yes. No, I'll upload it to YouTube afterwards. Oh, oh, thank you. But yeah, I'll definitely be putting it up on YouTube once the games are done. Yes, I'm pulling you in right now. I'm on Cal's box, so I don't have it. Gingy, what's your Skype? Yeah. All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Wednesday Night Grifbrawl, brought to you by GrifballHub.com. I'm your commentator this evening, and I am joined by a co-commentator, IX Gingy.
What's up, everybody?
So this is like the ginger connection right now. We've got two gingers commentating in one place. It's kind of exciting.
Oh yeah, I've read in the chat box a lot about it, the ginger date and all that stuff. So,
Awesome. I
yeah.
see Magikarp in the chat box. Hi, Magikarp. Good to see you. We've got the lovely gentleman in the lobby waiting to play, but we're having some connection issues at the moment, but we're resolving those. So for tonight, we have Reflex, which is the best team of all time ever, versus that other team. Bad Intentions. There we go.
Bad Intentions, dude.
So Gingy, what do you know about these two teams?
Well, I obviously know more about Nuclear Taco. With Nuclear Taco's team, the Bad Intentions. I'm not really familiar with TG Revenge. So, but Nuclear Taco's Gadger, passing team. Always lots of lulls and funs playing with them. So, I mean, I don't know. Didn't he say this season that he's going to pick up a team to win it all, to try hard and do really good? I mean, I read that somewhere, maybe in the forums.
I mean, that's why you picked me up, right?
That's of course. I mean, you're in there because of me, and I'm a tryhard. So
that's right. You are the one
have,
I have to blame for this.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Come on. You bet against my team on the GGL. I mean, come on now. You were gonna lose that. It was me, Easy, Ace. I mean, we were all there. So.
Oh, what are you gonna do, right?
Right.
So, what do you know about Bad Intentions?
Well, they got level 25 Magikarp and Broly. Broly's been in pro, and he did okay for Nets Pride on the season he was there. So, I mean, other than that, is that Epic Fluffy Ninja, Mr. Fluffy the Pimp?
I believe so. Yeah, he changed it up.
I guess. Great name, but he's okay. I've Poison Pop-Tarts talked him up quite a bit, so ought to be a good game. But I mean, if I gotta place a bet, I'm going with Nuclear Taco's team. So.
All right, so you're picking Reflex to win.
Heck yeah!
Wow. All right. I like the sound of that.
Why aren't you playing, Goose?
Because I can't. It's really hard to play and commentate at the same time.
No, I live stream it. First person.
Yeah, and since I am vehemently against having game chat, because
right.
I know what I sound like in game chat, and that's not something that I would want shared with anybody. So
I understand. I swear a little bit when I play. It's a frustrating game.
Mm-hmm. Honey, the words that come out of my mouth, I can't even really.
Shouldn't be pronounced by a doctor.
No, yeah. So it's what's on the court stays on the court, and that's how we're gonna let it be. It looks like ITV's being a poop face, so I'm gonna have to reset that real quick. That's not a big deal. It should be fine. All right, so it looks like we've got the teams in the lobby. So everybody can still hear us. Cross your fingers, because Cam Twist is being difficult. It sounds like they're about to run a host check. So there we go. All right, now it's all working. Sorry, just don't mind me while I get all this stuff set up. It decided to crash on me, so I'm trying to get it all working up and running. So Gingy, you're calling for a Reflex victory?
I am.
Okay.
Gotta go with faith in your team.
Right. And what about our pro game later? We have Impulse versus Uplifted. Do you have any predictions for that game?
No offense to Perfect Demise, but Sab. I mean, you're betting Sab against Perfect Demise here, so I'm gonna take Sab every time there. That's no questions to me. But Impulse has struggled at the start of the season so far, so I'm expecting that to continue tonight.
Okay, it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. And I'm getting a comment from the chat that it still says Thursday, which it shouldn't. Thank you, Receptor, for hopefully it'll have changed. Twitch is a little bit special sometimes, so I just hope everybody can hear us okay. Can you guys?
I pulled.
You pulled?
Yep.
Oh, no, apparently Fluffy pulled it.
Nope, I got it.
Nice. All right, so we got a neutral host and a commentator, 2 for the price of 1.
A rare commodity nowadays. What's that?
It sounded like there was a vacuum cleaner sucking out your soul. I mean, since we're gingers, we don't really have souls, but, you know, I figured I'd throw that out there.
Right. I don't know what that was. What are they waiting for?
I have no idea.
Do they want me to hit the screen again? I mean,
I'm trying to listen in here. Hey guys, what are we waiting for? Okay. All right, so Fluffy, or somebody backed out thinking that they pulled, when in fact they did not actually pull. So we're waiting for them to rejoin and make sure that Gingy holds host, which I'm sure it won't be a problem, but yeah.
Nah, I mean, the lobby didn't reset, so I had it the whole time, so.
Twitch keeps logging me out. Makes me very sad. All right, so we completed our host check. Things are looking pretty good. I think we'll be underway here in just a couple moments. So if you're just joining us, this is Wednesday Night Grifbrawl, and we stream every Wednesday night. Our first game of the match is an amateur matchup from the Amateur League, and it is Reflex versus Bad Intentions. Yep. And then later tonight, we have Impulse versus Uplifted. So we've got a nice doubleheader in store for you tonight. So I hope you enjoy, and you will have the dulcet tones of the Ginger duo, myself and Gingy here, to break all of the Grifball action down for you.
Ah, so excited.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm gonna go ahead and be a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for, biased here. I am on Reflex, so that this is my team that we're seeing out here on the court tonight. I'm very excited for them. We already played a game this season, and we were playing golf rules, but I don't think about 73 Puppies knew. So when we lost 8-1, I don't think they really realized that we won 1-8.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Big win. Big win. They didn't stand a chance.
No, they didn't. They just never saw it coming. So really, really excited to see the guys play with their the other lineup, the gooseless lineup. But that makes me want to. Now that we have, it looks like the teams have decided on their colors. So let me add that as well. Let's see here. We got the AGLA scoreboard. Yeah, gonna look so pretty. So, Jenny, what do you think about Reflex is going to put them over the top?
I mean, they're a passing team, and from what I read up about Bad Intentions is that they've always been a tanking team. So I'm expecting them to do the same. I personally am a tank, and I like tanking teams. You know, it's how I play the game. But amateur, I think it's a different level. I think being able to pass and being aware of the bomb and everything, it changes the game at AMI level. I mean, that's the biggest part about becoming a pro is the awareness of where the ball is at and where people are at. So if they have that capability on Reflex, and I think they're going to win tonight. So. All right.
Well, I know when we were playing that one goal that we did get against 73 Puppies teams, it was a glorious, glorious goal. I think we just need to work on on actually having that happen more often than not, I guess.
All right. I mean, just possession of the ball, really. You maintain it, you'll win the game eventually.
Eventually. We can hope, but here we go. So, Mr. Popular getting all of his text messages there.
Ooh, you can hear that, huh?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little.
All right, so here we are. We are underway for Reflex, the best team ever, versus some other team. Bad Intentions.
Bad Intentions. Yeah.
All right, yay, go my team.
Who's that with the ball?
I think that's Taco. So that's Ghost Machine tanking. And yeah, that is Taco with the ball for Reflex. Reflex won the tip-off, which is something that we did not do in our entire game against our first opponent. So it's looking good. We appreciate your host, Gingy. So not only is Gingy your commentator, he's also your neutral host. So give it up for Gingy for offering up his time and being awesome. And here comes Reflex just...
Schlepping kids around can be a lot of work. But for Cooper,
Taco,
giving Chloe a ride again...
I'm just
Quick
really excited because the first time I played, I didn't get to win. So it's really cool to see my team. At this point, they are winning. So I think that's a very decisive way to say that. That for at this moment in time, they are currently winning the game.
Comes down to awareness, like I said. I mean, talk about the awareness to catch two of them off guard. This time it goes to bad intentions, but, you know, killed in his back, so it flies over to still bad intentions. Looks like they were able to get it back.
Yeah, who do they have running?
Not familiar with the call signs here. They have, I believe it is TG Revenge that is running.
Okay. Oh,
and he
Taco.
gets sorted. Sorted by Taco.
Dirty Fiesta lunge. That was caliente there, Taco. But he's known for his ridiculous sword lunges and makes lots of people cry when they think about it. At least for me. I'll speak for myself. I cry when Taco's chasing me down with the sword.
Why do you have the ball? That's the real question.
Why does he have the ball?
No, why do you have the ball? You're not a runner.
What do you mean? I can run the ball, Gingy.
You're a tank, Goose. You're a tank.
I am.
Stick to tank.
Are you saying stick to what I'm good at?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm not good at tanking either, so I don't really know. Maybe I should... I don't really know what to do then, Gingy. We got a launch, and it's intercepted. TG Revenge, slaying that down, picking it up, and putting bad intentions on the counterattack. But no, Taco is very deadly. He's probably one of the very few people who actually prefers to tank with his sword. And he is the bane of every runner's existence. I know when I've played against him, it's pretty much been my job to follow Cal around and kill Taco. Like, that's been my entire mission statement. So he's one to look out for. Ghost Machine, I know when we played last night, was just, despite our rough go at it, he did really well. He's a really solid tank. And of course, there is my newest teammates, Sword Grunt and Kregasaur, who, this is my first time playing with them, and they are some really, really good guys to hang around with. So, gonna be a lot of fun. Just hoping for a good game tonight. And it looks like Bad Intentions, after going down initially, have picked the ball up and are now playing that possession game that you were talking about earlier, Gingy.
Exactly. And I mean, I've actually never played anybody in this lobby besides Taco, Ghost Machine, Magikarp, and Broly. So, like, everybody else is new to me.
You just named, like, half the people on the court.
I know, but, like, I've never seen Epic Fluffy Ninja or TG play or Stored Grunt or Kregasaur, though I've met them on the forums.
Okay.
But, I mean,
TG Blizzard was the captain of, or TG Revenge. His name is Revenge of Chief on the forum, and he was the captain of TG Blizzard. They played actually in the veteran division of the GGL this season, and they did very well considering this is only their third or fourth season. So they've really, really come along. Kregasaur, I won't say he's old as dirt, but he's been around the forums for quite a while. And he used to be, NSAA. They were in the GGL, they were in WAMP's division, and we got to play with them a lot, and just some really good guys there as well.
Right. I mean, they're doing all right. Kajana holding on to the ball so far, so.
And the same with, I can't remember which team Epic Fluffy Ninjas was on, but again, another... I guess
played with Poison Pop-Tart. I know that, because Poison Pop-Tart would talk about him.
Yeah.
I don't know what team that was on. Paradox Warriors? Maybe?
Yep. And then there's Broly, who's a player that, for me, and again, I don't know, he just kind of seemed to come out of nowhere and really, really made a name for himself pretty quickly in the league.
Yeah, he's done all right. Played a season in Pro. I mean, Nets thought he had potential. So, I mean, that's always something, that's always something to smile about when a player like Nets thinks you're good.
That's more seasons in Pro than I have, so. At least in Halo 4 now. We don't want to go back to the ancient days quite yet.
And it sounds, it's a possibility coming up here soon. And that's, goal line stop.
Yep, that is Ghost Machine who's credited with the stop, but it definitely was a team effort there. A really solid push by Bad Intentions. They did really well to maintain possession and hold the court down, and they got that push. I think the runner just got a little bit too ahead of himself, thinking he could maybe wiggle his way past a couple. And I can definitely feel his pain, because when you're that close, you just think I can do it, and then you die horribly. So.
Story of my life in running career.
Yeah, well, Gigi, you've been doing a bit of running yourself, haven't you?
I try, if that's counts, I guess. I don't know. I kind of just pick up the ball and punch things.
I mean,
and if I end up in one of the circles, I do. But if I don't, I don't, I guess. I don't know.
A dangerous pass there by Reflex, but Taco scoops it up and is usually spending more time in the air than on the ground. The idea of Gingy running is kind of like trying to
oh, that's a good tanking. Punch and
stiff arm. Oh, I wasn't sure he got
second
that.
Score for Reflex.
Taco sneaking it in there.
The tank got a triple kill, made it easy. He had to get one punch. Just walk it straight in.
But yeah, Gingy, the idea of you running, it's kind of like if you were a cow and you entered the Kentucky Derby. That makes sense? Like, you're really good at what you do, and then you went and tried to do something else.
You know what? That's been all of last season, all of this season. Whenever I pick up the ball, they're like, Gingy, put that down.
Drop it.
You're a waste having the ball, you know. It's
exactly. Well, so after Reflex going up 2-0 here, what are your kind of first impressions, Gingy? Especially because you have a really good kind of view on both these teams where you know some of the players, you don't know some of them. What's kind of your impression so far of this match?
Well, so far Reflex has just spaced them out. I mean, they don't bunch up too bad, and somebody will spree together a couple kills and they'll get the tank in, or they just Bad Intentions isn't paying enough attention and they bunch up and they don't catch where the runner's at all the time. Like right now, a tank just shot straight through a gap, and he's got that one-on-one with the runner just because the tanks aren't picking up other tanks well enough. So I mean, it's a matter of communication, and I think Reflex is doing it better right now.
Okay. So what do you think Bad Intentions needs to do to get some points on the board?
Well, right now they're clustering up and kind of chasing kills all the way across the map. They need to spread it out. They need to protect their runner better and just maintain possession. That's the main thing. Don't do anything stupid.
Okay.
Like punch Nuclear Taco.
Yeah, because you don't. You just die.
Right. Just let him be. Let him do his own thing. Let a tank step up and kill the sword, and call it a day.
Okay. Well, we have some lovely commentary from the chat box saying, yes, Gingy, don't touch the ball because you're terrible with it.
Who said that?
Rage.
Tell him to bring it. Oh, Rage?
Oh, he could hear you, so you can tell him to bring it.
It's Rage. He doesn't know. He's just mad that I'm a pure tank and I only have like 10 less goals than him in the bid league. So.
Ooh, so a little bit of competition going on.
Yeah.
And he did say terrible. He used a U, not an E. So I
mean, must not be bad enough to use proper grammar. That's a good thing.
Yeah, no doubt I'm definitely cheering for Reflex. As, they're my team, and I'm going to support. Taco put 260 credits on me. Money well spent, I think, because he just bought himself a commentator to cheer on their game. So, although I do have to say, if Reflex, and of course we still got a lot of Grifball to play, but if Reflex wins, if Reflex wins, that means that they win the game where I'm not playing, and then they lost the game that I was playing in. Not quite sure how I like that trend setting up.
260 credit player.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
They're not playing crouching.
Yeah, it looks like we're having it's like a little huddle party over there. Yep.
Broly the
check
Legend
and see if
is
there's anything going on.
Broly the Legend is red bar on my screen.
Okay. Yeah, the last game we played, I had 240 points in the entire match, and I promised Taco that next game I will try to at least get as many points in a match as credits he paid for me. That's my goal.
It's a good goal.
I mean, and like Gingy, who spawns and has 260 points already, ready to go, so it's all right.
Telling you, pick up the ball, punch a few things, you'll be there in no time.
All right, I think since we're both Gingers, I think it just kind of like dissipates through osmosis. So like your awesomeness and my awesomeness just kind of mingle together through the mutation gene, and so that way I get to lay claim to the Gingy greatness.
Oh, of course. I mean, you're all of my success. I'm with you.
Oh, you're sweet. You're sweet. All right, so we're taking a knee here. Broly looks to be in a bit of some trouble. Little red bar. I don't see it on my screen, but Gingy, his host, says he sees it. So that's good for me. Definitely want to let it settle a bit.
It's going away. I mean, it's down to nothing. So it's on them whenever they want to start, I guess.
Rage would like to know, Gingy, what is it like to be so good and never win? Get at me.
Who said that? Rage?
Rage, yeah.
Tell him it's the first. Oh, I guess I'll tell him. It's the first time he's ever had to carry a team, and he's so far winless in this league this season. So I don't know. Try not being on a good team for once, Brett. How do you like it?
Woo! All right, well, things are heating up here on the court, especially since the teams have started again. Reflex got into a bad spot, was swarmed by Bad Intentions, and now Bad Intentions is threatening on behalf of Reflex, but their defense holds really strong, and Reflex doing a really good job spreading out, watching out for those betrayals. So here, Grant, see who has the tag of Grant. That's Stuart Grunt with the GRNT, so it probably stands for Grunt, not Grant. But he's been doing really well tanking-wise. He's definitely put together a couple streaks, and I think he's really helping out. He was the one he took my place, so, I think you got your answer there.
Hey, he's got 265 points. I'm not saying, Goose, I'm just saying. That's your credits, +5. He's outdoing you right now. How much did he go for?
He did, like 10. I honestly don't know. I think Craig was on contract for 10. I'm not quite sure how much Stuart Grant went for, but maybe 100, somewhere around there.
Can't let him do this to you, Goose. You're worth more. You got to put up more points.
The last time I played, like not in the game that I played with Reflex earlier, the time before that, I was in a scrim and I ran backwards into the host box. So I was supposed to be playing and I ran it. So that tells you where I spend most of my time.
It's just a habit.
Yeah. But Bad Intentions, they're looking better here. They took the little time out. I think that maybe they were able to collect themselves, pull themselves together a bit. Reflex definitely still holding strong and doing a lot of ebb and flow during this game. But Bad Intentions really has stepped up in keeping possession and keeping Taco away from their runner. That is, I don't want to divulge Reflex secrets, but that's probably a good thing to do, is keep Taco as far away from your runner as you can.
Yeah, you can never hurt. They're probably just listening to the stream, so they heard me talk. They're just using my strats now.
Yeah. Now it's Bad Intentions.
Oh, risky stiff arm. He should have died. He should have died. That should be Reflex bar right now, but he's able to pass it back, I guess. Now the ball's in the hands of TG Revenge again, as whoever that is throws it back. I don't know these gamer tags well enough. So Magikarp throws it back. Yeah.
Pro tip for anybody who's interested in commentating: it's really, really helpful to have a piece of paper with people's gamer tags and their call signs. It makes you seem really smart.
I mean, if we were doing Impulse versus Uplifted, I would know everybody's because I played with them all often enough that I would just know them. But here, I mean, I've only seen 4 of these guys play before, so I guess I should have known the Carp one, though. That's pretty simple. Magikarp. That makes sense.
Yeah, and he's got the Fotis, too. So the only one on the court, the Fotis.
The what?
Fotis, the unicorn.
Oh, okay. Should have just said unicorn. Let's keep it simple here, guys.
Sorry. Fotis is fewer syllables, so I thought that would help you out.
All right.
All right, and another comment from Rage. Last season still got further than you and would have won if it weren't for those pesky kids and that puppy. Would have won without Black Screen and Butterfingers. Let me know, scrub.
Let me know, scrub.
Oh, and once again, it is Taco with the epic takedown. The sword lunge of death. He goes for the double kill. Gets one stiff arm. Was not able to get the second one, because God punches and whatnot. This isn't Halo 3. But Reflex still come up with it, and they've got Kregasar on the far side, and here comes Store Grunt right behind the runner. Pushing forward. There are two members. Yep. Yeah, you called it, Judy. 2 members out of position and having to haul tail back. Right to Taco. Taco runs, jumps, puts it up. And the ball scattering there. Grunt couldn't get to it, but a nice little flavorful attack from Reflex. I can't hear them because I have them turned down, but I know that they were calling for some kind of shenaniganry just from the way that they set that up with the jump to the wall hop to the pass on the far side. So didn't quite work out for them, but they are in dangerous territory now against Bad Intentions. TG Revenge had to put the ball up, but it goes to the far side. But he's instantly under attack. That's Kregasor forcing the kill. But Bad Intentions come up with it.
TG Revenge is definitely the runner for these guys. I've gathered that so far. He has the ball every time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, runner in this game, he's not going to pass it. Oh, he is. He's going to get it off in time, and he's going to go to Fluffy Ninja.
I think Epic Fluffy Ninja has like one of the best names ever.
He changed it.
I know, and it makes me so sad.
Do you think the new one's the best? My Mr. Fluffy the Pimp?
No. I miss my Epic Fluffy Ninja. It's right up there with Fanciest Pants and about 72 Ninjas.
I actually talked to Fancy on League of Legends and trying to convince him to come back and play Grifball. He didn't seem like he wanted to.
Many a Grifballer has been lost to the lull.
Including Taco Pizza Hunter and Kenny and HBG. Yeah, I know.
It's so sad.
Sad days, right?
It is. That's all right. There's no such thing as a dead Grifballer. They're just missing in action. They all come back eventually.
Yeah, next season they'll all be here.
So some good movement by Bad Intentions. They are really just being held on their line by Reflex, but a lot of horizontal lateral passing to stretch the field and get them a little bit of space. Not much. Here goes Taco once again. His little taco lunge. It's a crunchy little fiesta in the corner. Balls.
He can't find the ball. Reflex regains possession.
Yeah, that's the worst when you're looking for the ball and you just can't find it because it's not on your radar. It makes me so sad. I mean,
and that's a score. He just walks it straight in.
That's Stored Grunt with the point.
Uh-oh, Goose. Your spot's up for grabs.
That's okay. I can ride bench. I'm very comfortable on the bench.
As long as you win the shift, it's okay.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. All right, so here we go into round 4. Reflex has a 3-0 lead, and it's not what was predicted. There was a poll on Twitter asking for predictions, and Bad Intentions was solidly in favor. And one reason I bring that up is because at the end of this game, we're going to be giving away a Halo Master Chief Collection poster from PAX. It was exclusive to PAX for playing the Master Chief Collection. So for those who want to, you can still enter by going on Twitter and sending a message at GrifballHub. So send it to us. Use the tag Wednesday Night Grifbrawl and let us know who you think is going to win tonight's games. So you can predict this game. You can predict the pro game. Epic launch.
Launch.
And TG
awesome.
Revenge puts the exclamation point on our poster giveaway. So yep, again, if you want a poster, at GrifballHub, give us your picks for this week, and at the end of this game, I'm going to randomly select somebody from Twitter who used that call sign and let us who participated, and they will be getting a Halo Master Chief Collection poster. And at the end of the pro game, for the same thing, I will be giving away. I have a Halo Nightfall poster to give away. Nightfall is the new not mini series, but I guess short film that they're making kind of to fill the void between Halo 4 and Halo 5. So if you were at PAX, you got to see the preview of it, and it looks pretty slick. The premise is that there's a tactical team on one of the broken Halo rings, and the only time they can go out and defeat the Covenant and do their thing is at nighttime because the intensity of the sun during the day is too much and would fry them alive. So it's very dark, very moody, and if you like Forward Unto Dawn, you're probably going to like this too.
Awesome. had a couple of turnovers while you were talking. Ball's currently placed into Bad Intentions' hands, and they pass it back to TG Revenge.
Well, that was Magikarp, and he passes it off. I think that's probably Revenge who has it now.
Yep.
TG Revenge. I think that was Broly on the near side. And his call sign is BROL. I think it's Broly.
So, yeah.
BRL.
No, Broly's call sign is LSSJ.
Okay, well, that's not confusing at all.
I know. So, I mean, Carp has Carp, and Fluffy Ninja has Flup. So, it's easy enough now.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, Bad Intentions, they seem to be a little bit disorganized, a little bit scrambled. And Ghost Machine just betrays Taco. That's a fun thing that we do on Reflex more frequently than not, is I think Taco makes it his mission to betray at least one teammate intentionally every single game.
By bonk? Does it have to be by bonk?
Doesn't have to be by bonk, but you get extra points for it if it is a bonk.
Ooh.
So TG Revenge passes the ball to Broly just to escape with his skin, and then Broly once again passes it back. TG Revenge holding on, but once again he's faced with that is Ghost Machine and Taco tracking him down. Taco chasing after you with the sword is a terrifying, I don't care what anybody says, it's a terrifying thing. It makes me incredibly anxious. But to Bad Intentions' credit, they are hanging in there. They are a little bit disorganized right now. They're kind of on their heels trying to figure out what to do to break past this Reflex defense. But they're keeping possession.
I mean, if they can hear me, they got to move upfield. They can't be chasing kills across court. Got to go upfield. That way you have somewhere to throw it to if you get trapped. So.
Oh, interception!
Taken right back. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
And there's Taco right there, went for the lunge, didn't quite get it, but dangerous play by Bad Intentions, and it was definitely a close call, but passing across the plant when there's someone between you and who's on the other side, you got to arc that ball, tilt your head back and throw. There's none of this soft lobbing stuff. You got to throw like a girl, put all your muscles behind it. There we go, just like that, Revenge, thank you. So he puts it way up.
Right back to him.
Now, Jinji, I like to ask the guest commentators, because I find it so interesting. What do you think about having a dedicated runner versus having everybody on the team feeling comfortable and confident enough to run?
Oh, another punch in by Bad Intention.
That is TG Revenge with the stiff arm to Taco's face.
Obviously, your team's going to benefit more if you have 4 people comfortable from having the ball or with having the ball. But having a dedicated runner also doesn't hurt you at all. I mean, if that person is, someone who's smart and willing to take care of it and never loses it, then of course having that runner is a great idea. And Goose, I think you're standing on the spawn.
Oh, sorry. Are you in? There you go. Sorry, yeah. So what happens if your runner is none of those things because your runner is Cal?
If your runner is Cal, I would say bench him and play Leo. But no, I mean, if your runner's good enough, having a runner set is an okay thing. If not, making sure everybody is comfortable with holding the ball, even you or me, from time to time is a good thing. I mean,
All right, I'm going to quote you on that, Jinji. So the next time I play with Taco and Reflex, I can tell them, Jinji said that I should hold the ball.
I said you should be comfortable with holding the ball.
Oh.
Which I very much so am. It's just my teammates who aren't. So, I mean, I tend
to scream really loudly when I have it and get really scared. So I don't. Is that what comfortable sounds like?
That's having fun. I mean, that's comfortable, right?
Sure.
Same thing.
It's usually, oh my God, why won't they leave me alone? Please go away. Someone take this death trap away from me. So Bad Intentions with possession, having to drop back, Sword Grunt hunting him down, Taco coming in for the pincher move, and there's a spray of confetti everywhere, and both Reflex players are gone. Looks like Mr. Fluffy Ninja tried to go for the stiff arm on Kregasaur, whiffed, threw the ball backwards instead of pushing himself forward. And to his credit, he's tearing it up right now, but that was an interesting choice in his play there.
Yeah.
Go forward, young men. Manifest destiny. Go forward and And, well, actually, no, don't go for it. Just give Reflex the ball, let them score, and I'll be much obliged.
I mean, didn't Reflex have a 3-0 lead? I mean, it's 3-2 now. The game's close. It could go either way.
Absolutely. I mean, we play all 9 rounds here for pro, or rather, professional type Grifbrawl. So we've got a lot more to play, and it's not over until one of the gingers in the commentary box says so.
That's correct. But if Reflex drops another goal here, I'm gonna have to switch my money over to Bad Intentions.
I don't think you get to do that.
That's not a thing.
I mean, are you allowed to trade horses midstream?
I mean, if you bet on both horses.
Oh, well, that's a fair point, well made. And here comes Bad Intentions. The runner fancied to go at it, decided might not quite be the promenade he was looking for because everybody on Reflex was on the respawn. Tons of room between the runner and his tanks, but that is Broly up top just going beast mode. Runner trying to follow him in, and he gets it. As 3 swords converge upon his carcass, I do not know how he pulled that off.
TG Revenge, getting with the score. I mean, I don't know. That should be a scary sign for Reflex. You just dropped 3 straight goals, after being up 3-0. Time to buckle down and play smart.
All right, I'm going to listen in on their conversation just real quick, see what they're saying. All right, it's very quiet. I guess that's their concentration mode.
That's not a good thing. Go talk to him, Goose. Cheer him on.
You want me to cheer him on?
Yeah, cool.
Okay. You can do it! Go Reflex! Woo! You can do it! There we go. That's got the laughter and the... Okay, that's better.
Exactly.
That is one thing with Reflexes. What they sometimes lack in points or in goals, they always make up in good times and lulls. And hey, that rhymed. That was pretty snazzy.
It was. Did you write it down?
No, I didn't. That just came off the top of my head. I'm sure no one could tell.
Well, I mean, save the stream and write it down later. It was pretty good.
I will. And the stream is actually saved and put up on YouTube immediately after these games are played. So obviously this is played in the pro game that's coming up later tonight after this game, which is Uplifted versus Impulse. Both games will be uploaded to the GrifballHub YouTube page so that you can watch them at your leisure should you choose to do so.
Awesome.
And relive the magic that is Wednesday Night Grifbrawl.
Heck yeah, 3 tanks up for Bad Intentions, making a push on the left side. Down to 2, down to 1, and the push is out. It's over. I think it's done for.
Reflex just seems to be really good at cutting off the angles and making the runners incredibly uncomfortable, forcing them to make some kind of pass or some kind of play.
They're shooting gaps. I mean, they're getting to the runner, so... I mean, Bad Intentions tanks have to turn around and try to help them out. So you're gonna stop a push if you can get to the runner.
Oh, and that's a clear opening. Oh, but Taco steps in. He gets him, and the stop. Nuclear Taco. Just amazing spawn.
Oh, 2 for 1. Ball goes back to Bad Intentions.
That is level 25 Magikarp with the double. Oh my gosh, Taco. I don't think he could have waited any longer. I'm pretty sure the runner's pinky toe was inside the
double sword lunge by Nuclear Taco. That was epic. He gets the ball right back.
And that is Nuclear Taco. That is what he does. That is what makes him a formidable opponent. And what makes me very happy he's my captain and I don't have to play against him.
And TG Revenge couldn't even do anything about that. His tank got outdanced by someone with a sword and he didn't see it coming. That's... Just, I don't know.
Oh, Reflex goes in for the stiff arm, but loses it. I can't quite tell. Somebody was looking for the ball, couldn't quite find it. Bad Intentions comes up for it, and while that's unfortunate for Reflex, they are actually pretty lucky.
He passed it back and it hit the middle line and rolled forward. I think that's going right back to Reflex, and it is.
Man.
He hit the center line or something, and it hit the ground. I mean, it was a terrible pass. I mean, it hit the ground 2 feet in front of him, but it hit the ground and bounced right back at him, so...
I mean, that's what happens when you run backwards while you pass. Any kind of oomph or meat behind that pass just absolutely disappears. You cannot run backwards when you pass. Otherwise, you will be very sad, and your ball will be very sad, and it'll be very droopy, and it'll be very sad.
Exactly.
So we've got the runner right in at the announcer's box. He pops through, jumps over Magikarp, narrowly misses that horn, but he's got 2 tanks with him, that Stored Grunt and Ghost Machine. and they are just clearing out. There goes Ghost Machine trying to tank Taco in. Taco's going to go for it. Broly with the epic stop. So here we're going vis-a-vis with these two teams, both putting up epic stops, both maintaining some pretty good possession. Although I do think Bad Intentions is a little bit more risky with the ball.
Reflex, yeah. They don't pass it back near as much. They just go for it.
Yes, that I think is something that maybe Bad Intentions could take a line out of their book. It seems like Bad Intentions almost hamstrings themselves sometimes by either passing back too often, or in this case, they pass back, which is a smart move, but it's not to anybody. And so they're wasting precious seconds scrambling to try to get the ball, which means that Taco can get in there. And the longer they're on that back line, the more time there's going to be for Reflex to keep them there.
Just a second ago, not even joking, Reflex had all 4 members with swords out, and I don't think I've seen that in Halo 4 without, GGL challenges being a part of it yet. So,
yes, Reflex likes their swords. It's not just a Taco thing, but he is an inspiring leader. I mean, because he just got a triple with the sword. He just cleared out everybody and forced a runner back. I'm so proud of my team. I think it was really the verbal praise I gave them. I think that really inspired them.
Of course. The goose cheering them on.
Yeah.
So they can win.
You can do it. All right, so once again, we have another match after this one. This is 3-3, so definitely an awesome matchup. Taco with the lunge there. But once this is completed, we will have Impulse versus Uplifted for our AGLA Pro game of the evening. This is our AGLA AMI game of the evening, so I hope you are enjoying. If you need more Grifball action, you can tune in tomorrow night at 9 p.m. We have Thursday night Grifbrawl, and we have a really solid matchup, and the names escape me at this moment, but it is brother versus brother because it is Pop-Tart versus Spoon. And Pop-Tart raised Spoon from a tiny little teaspoon to the big ladle that he is today. And they'll be going at it tomorrow night on Thursday night Grifbrawl at 9 p.m. And there goes Taco once again, just shooting through the gaping truck-sized holes in Bad Intentions line. Nothing comes of it, but you keep trying, and there you go. The runner's locked down on 3. Taco gets the lunge, the ball's kicked out. So to Bad Intentions' credit, they are able to. Turnover.
Oh, never mind.
That was Stored Grunt making things happen with the shake and bake, but it was all for naught, and his food nipple was sterilized very quickly.
It was. There's a lot of double turnovers in this game going on. Somebody will take the ball away, but they'll get it right back.
Well, no, Reflex, that's kind of their style. They play fast, they play loose. They're all about making it happen. You'll never really ever describe them as a grinding tanking team. And for Bad Intentions, I don't know if that's their style or if that's just kind of them finding themselves, getting settled down with one another, getting used to each other. But yeah, definitely, Gingy. It's a fast and loose, the Wild West out here.
Yeah.
It's like I said though. I mean, Bad Intentions seems a lot like a tanking team, and I mean, even though they did get that launch, but seems very much so like a tanking and punching team. Turnover again. Right back to Bad Intentions.
And once again, that was Taco, the bane of every runner's existence.
How many carrier kills does he have this game? It's got to be a lot.
I don't know. We'll have to take a look at the medals in the post-game report, but he has definitely been harassing TG Revenge to no end. And, that's what he does. That's kind of his... And now there are 2 Reflex members out of position. They're going to have to drop back. Stored Grunt, the only one there. Taco on the spawn. Can he stop the runner? Yes, he does.
Wow.
That is calm under pressure right there.
Listening into Bad Intentions, they're very, very quiet after that.
Maybe you should cheer them on, Gingy.
All right, I got this. Do I have to do it just like you?
No, you don't have to. You might want to wait until they're not on defense because it looks like they might need to concentrate right now.
Oh.
All right, that's Kregosaur with the point for Reflex, and that moves them 1 point closer to the win for tonight. And so it is do or die now for Bad Intentions. They can still come back.
Come on, guys. You can do it. Work together. Play smart. Let's go. they're saying we got this. We're listening to you. The comeback is real.
There you go. You gotta believe, man. Even when you're down, 7-2, you gotta believe.
7-2. That's the game end.
Well, you still gotta believe. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the Shadow school of thought. Hey, it's okay, guys. We're like down 10-2, but like we got this, or whatever his Shadow accent is.
You pretty much nailed it right there. That was pretty good.
All right, so Reflex is feeling the good vibrations here. All the tanks are gone. The runner's all alone, right beneath the box, runs forward. Taco jumps, and right to Kregosaur, who gets bounced, and he's going to go for it. You could tell they were going for highlights there. They were looking to be a little flashy and get the style points. But to be honest, there wasn't a whole lot Kregosaur could do. He was launched that way.
Oh, right in his back.
Oh, Taco with the kill, and Ghost Machine's going to get there. Kregosaur up top. Can't clear everybody out, but that's all right. Ghost Machine's got it. Here comes Stored Grunt. And now Taco stepping to with the launch. Popped him straight up. If nothing else, it's very disorienting for the team on the ground.
It really is. And then the ball flies right back to Reflex. It's just unfortunate for Bad Intentions.
It's like they have it on a yo-yo. It just yoinked back to their spawn. We're like, hey, let's try that again. So Reflex, runner on the far side. We've got Stored Grunt right up. A betrayal by Bad Intentions leaves Stored Grunt a huge avenue. He can't capitalize on it, but here comes Ghost Machine doing his best to clear the way for Taco. Bravely takes one like a champ, allowing Taco to escape. Taco steps up, gets a stiff arm, allows Kregosaur to jump up. And Ghost Machine and Kregosaur now working as a great tandem. And of course, I jinx them because that's what commentators do. Is we
Ghost Machine currently has the second most points, only behind Broly with 2,300.
And Broly's had a very, very good game, too. He's had quite a few sprays, put some really good points up on the board. But, sometimes it's not about the KD spread. It's not about how many you can kill. It's about that one clutch kill. Forced turnover, and just speaking his name, Broly the Legend coming up with a turnover, and now it is Bad Intentions on the attack. Bad Intentions has to retreat. But, hey, they got possession now, and if they can just keep that, they can definitely even up this game. So as we wait for Bad Intentions to tank themselves out of their spawn, I want to thank everybody for coming out and joining us for Wednesday Night Grifbrawl. We really do appreciate all the love and support you give to the league and to the players. And the players really enjoy having the chat box here, cheering them on. And they're out here giving you a good show. And what else are you going to do on your Wednesday night, right? No, runner, you should run away. You should not. You're going the wrong way. And now you're in trouble. Oh, goodness, run away. And there we go. All right, so Bad Intentions now. A little pep in their step, moving forward. Two tanks working in tandem, doing very well, looking promising, but one gets taken out. And here comes Level Magikarp. Level 25.
Level 25.
The runner is... I don't know how he got away. I thought for sure Ghost Machine was just going to stab him in the back. Yeah, manages to pop away with nothing, a little more damage than his shields. And again, that is TG Revenge running for Bad Intentions. That's Magikarp on League Tank Duty, gets taken out.
Got 3 goals off of it so far. I mean, if it works, keep doing it, right?
I think both these teams have settled down quite a bit. There was a round or two of kind of unsteady panic and high-flying antics, but I think now that the game is really on the line.
He jumps over.
Deeks pass.
He's got everyone beat. That's an easy goal.
Wow.
High game.
That is unlike Reflex to get taken by surprise.
Lots of swearing and happy words for Bad Intentions right now.
Let's see here. I don't think Taco knows any swear words, so... Head up, Reflex. You got this.
All right. You gave your team. I got to give mine.
Yeah.
All right. One more goal, guys. Let's go, boys.
Position.
Oh, they're pumped. They're pumped. I wish you could hear them right now. They are excited.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything more exciting than 4 for a Grifball. I mean, Now there's fireworks, there's New Year's Eve, there's Christmas morning, but no, a 4-4 Grifball is where it's at. Runner goes in, gets one clutch stiff arm, and unfortunately Magikarp betrays his teammate. That might cost him. Runner gets in, gets the kill on Magikarp, hangs tied up high. Ghost Machine gets there in time, but there's just not a whole lot going on. Runner goes up, goes for the wall hop. Look,
he jumps in,
skids over. No, it is not to be. Reflex is going to have to pedal back, but what a brush with death Bad Intentions just got. And you can hear the frustration in Reflex's voice. They thought that they had that.
So close yet so far. Either way, this game better hurry up or Goosey's going to have to write me a doctor's note late slip to my next game. So,
well, I can do that. I can totally. But it looks like this might be it. Have a push get set up. They're gonna make a push for it.
One tanks him.
Oh, it gets it.
Reflex
Taco sneaks it in there at the last second, and I can hear Reflex is just. They are elated, and I can only imagine the heartbreak on the line for Bad Intentions. What an amazing game.
I did call it. I'm just saying. I called it. I was right. Bad Intentions. I'm sorry. You played good, but Reflex wins. Congrats, Goose.
Yay! I win! That means I win, too. That's awesome. All right. So Taco had 2490. Ghost Machine also had 2490. Craig at 1875. Sword Grunt at 1360. Broly the Legend beasting it up at 2915. Magikarp at 2850. Fluffy the Pimp at 2335. And TG Revenge at 895. So you can see the goals, assists, and defenses there. The defenses were insane for both teams. You got 3 for Taco and Broly on both sides. Interceptions, I think this is kind of critical. Taco had 2, Craig had 1, and Bad Intentions had 0. So that's really kind of showing Reflex being there and making the plays happen. Taco at -3. Ghost Machine went +37. Holy cow. Craig went -13, and Grunt went -33. Broly went +9. Magikarp -16, Fluffy -4, and Revenge -17. So I want to take a look at this though. I don't think I've ever seen this before. The average life for TG Revenge was 42 seconds.
Wow.
Holy crap!
I mean, he had 53 deaths, but only 30 kills. How is that possible in that long of a game?
I don't know. I mean, he was the runner, so he did a lot of running away. But that is quite impressive. It was a 38-minute match, so a little bit longer than dead average, but not by much. So that is it for our Amity. And thank you, Gingy, for commentating with me. I really appreciate it. But I know that you have a game to go play as well, right?
Yes, no problem. I gotta go. Thank you again. I am playing right now. Uplifted's at 11. I am playing Infinite Reigns Team Vital Signs.
All right. Well, good luck.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, so as we bid adieu to Gingy, we are going to change up for our pro game. We've got Uplifted versus Impulse. So I'm going to back out of this lobby and get those guys in there. So we'll be right back.
If you're watching this, it would appear you've recovered from your holiday food coma and are wide awake, ready to ingest episode 10 of the Highlight Frenzy. So let's do this. I'm your host, H2O Camper. At number 10, it's Skull King 12993. He has teammates, but he turns them into spectators as he introduces his fist to the face of every red before planting the bomb. Apparently rehearsing for the X Games, we find Halo 7 Jet in the number 9 spot, pulling off of flowers with a 1080 twist. Get that man a skateboard. Welcome Jedi Hunter to the Frenzy at number 8. It's time for a little lesson, kids. There will come a moment in many a Grifball game where you have to look around and think about doing a head count. Let's see. There are 1, 2, 3 blues. Wait, where's the... Oh, there he is. Checking in at number 7, it's Ladies Night alum, Kirsty DeLacy. Here's a word to the wise. If you mess with any of Kirsty's teammates, she's going to have her revenge. Which means her fist, your face, that guy's face, this guy's face, one more guy's face, and then your face again, followed by a large explosion. At number 6, and with the opening tip-off, Atomic Hawks proclaims, "Yo, I've got this, guys," activating the Beast Mode button and proceeding to take on the entire blue team 1v4 for a pretty emphatic opening score. Also making return to the frenzy at number 5, it's Messiah Muffin. Muffin jukes a defender, drops the bomb, and embarrasses him with an assassination, scoops up the bomb, sizes up the wall hop ledge, vaults himself over the remaining Reds, and wins the game. At number 4, it's Taco Pizza Hunter, returning to the frenzy after a bit of a hiatus. Here's a little tip for you when playing against TPH. Don't bother to respawn because you're just going to die. And he's just going to use your face as a trampoline as he frolics about your spawn, murdering you till you cough up the bomb. So, here's a little story. These blues have decided it would be loads of fun to gang up on one poor red and spawn trap him. Their objective is not to score the bomb, but to kill the red over and over again each time he spawns. As you can see, there's a great deal of skill involved. Eventually red rages and quits, and honestly, who could blame him? But wait, exclaimed the blues, why hasn't the game ended? Is there one more red? Why, yes there is, exclaimed H2O Camper, and I thank you for bringing the bomb right to me. I win, you lose. At number 2, from the OMG Did That Just Happen department, we have Rally Fox. Let's face it, launching the ball guy in reach is rather hit and miss. Rally, however, is the recipient of a perfectly timed launch featuring some pretty epic hang time. Final score, 9.5. The Russian judge hated it. Finally, at number 1, it's the legendary and infamous Forsaken Mango. When it comes to Dash, Mango is the first guy you should choose when picking teams, because he's a master of the barrel roll and remains calm under pressure when inadvertently passing the bomb to a blue instead of a red.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs of all ages, we are ready here to get into our next game. We've got some of the teams in the lobby. This is Uplifted versus Impulse. Uplifted in red, Impulse in blue. So as these guys get ready, I'm not sure. They already ran a host check. I'm not sure if they're going to run another one. But as they do, I'm going to go ahead and pick the winner for our Halo Master Chief Collection poster. And actually, I think they're just starting anyway. So we'll... And there's loud screaming in the mic too. I think they're very, very excited to be here. Wow, it's very, very loud screaming. All right, so I thought we were going to have some time in between games here, but we don't. So let's hold tight while we get that figured out. And actually, we do have some time because they were pulling people in for neutral hosting. So as they do that, let me do a random number generator here to see who will win the Halo Nightfall poster. I'm sorry, the Halo Master Chief Collection poster. And at the end of the pro game, we'll be giving away the Halo Nightfall poster as well. And if you want to be able to, if you want to enter, if you want to be eligible to win one of said posters, well, it's too late now for the Master Chief Collection one, but if you want, follow us at GrifballHub and tweet at us who you think's going to win this game, Uplifted or Impulse, and just use the hashtag Wednesday Night Grifbrawl or WNG, whatever is easier for you. And yeah, get in on that poster hype. Thank you, Rage.
What happens when you...
So let's see here who our magical poster will be going to. Lucky number 7. And we will see who lucky number 7 is. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So congratulations to level 25 Magikarp. You will be winning. You will be winning the poster for tonight. So once again, level 25 Magikarp. He was actually on the team that we just saw play. We saw him on.
Introducing new.
So congratulations, Magikarp. I will be sending you a Master Chief Collection poster. And yeah, so I'll get your address after this. And then, again, at the end of this game, we'll be doing another poster giveaway, the Nightfall poster, which is going to be awesome. If you like Forward Unto Dawn, you'll probably really enjoy Nightfall as well. It's going to be amazing. And we have a limited edition poster that was picked up by playing the Master Chief Collection while at PAX. So we will be giving that away at the end of this game. So if you want to get in on it, add us who you think is going to win, Uplifted or Impulse. Include the tag Wednesday Night Grifbrawl. And then we'll do a random number drawing, and we'll see who I'll be sending that to. So yeah, GG Magikarp. And I don't even know if he's in the chat box, but I'm sure he'll be thrilled to win that. All right, so the teams are, we've got 4 red, and we've got 2 blue. So we're still working on getting everybody in the box right now. And again, this is for hosting purposes. So the game has not quite yet begun. And I do believe we are underway. Yes, we are. So it is all green and ready to go. And we've got Uplifted in red, Impulse in blue, and Uplifted win the tip-off and are instantly threatening on Impulse's plant. If you're just joining us, this is Wednesday Night Grifbrawl. This is our pro game scheduled for tonight. And we did have Gingy in to help me commentate the amateur game, but unfortunately he had a game of his own to play and couldn't be here for the pro game, so it is just my lovely voice that you'll get to hear for the rest of the evening. It is Uplifted who come very, very close but have to pass the ball back eventually. And now Impulse is running. They look a lot kind of like a herd, a bunch of schooling fish there before they spread out a bit. They've got somebody in on the spawn causing problems for Impulse already. He's just sitting there on the halo. It's just a matter of time before the runner finds him. Ball gets past the far side, but there's nobody there. Uplifted's going to have to get in on the respawn, but here comes Impulse. I think they're going to be first to the ball. Yep, Impulse get it. That's Tarek Macpot who has it, and he's going to go. Oh, gets taken down. And I believe, yep, Ball's just sitting there waiting to be picked up, and it is Uplifted with possession. Uplifted having been very aggressive this game so far, but Impulse not to be outdone. This game seems to be fast-paced already. These two teams feeling each other out, their connection, their range, trying to get a handle on who's in beast mode and who's having a rough game, prey on them. Uplifted was the first to get somebody in the spawn, although it didn't really help them out much, and so right now they're just kind of coasting around half court until his tanks respawn. Here they come crashing down on the far side. They are trying to get Impulse off balance here. But Impulse doing a really good job in holding steady. Uplifted doing a really good job at just maintaining possession. Being a little bit more patient now than they were at the start of this match. Which is, patience is a virtue, well, I guess Brendan Fraser didn't say it, but runner gets in, gets one stiff arm, narrowly avoids getting absolutely destroyed by an opposing tank, but lives to fight another day. Runner having to drop back. That is Kid Tonga, who was on the move with him. And I am commentating from Impulse's point of view, so I can see their call signs. I can't see the call signs for Uplifted, so if I'm not giving their names a shout-out, that's because I can't see them, but I will do the best that I can. Here comes Impulse just crashing down on the spawn. 3 tanks forward, runner having to bounce off the wall hop to escape. Has to get a stiff arm against Silent Viper. That's Easy away with the stiff arm. Not a surprise that Easy is running for Uplifted. I'm pretty sure that guy was born with a ball in his hands. And I mean that in a very polite, I mean that in a good way. He fancies a 2-on-1, but passes it back to the wall. And it looks like Viper's going to get there first. Yes, Silent Viper has the ball and chucks it back. Dangerously, though, because Kid Tonga was in a bit of a tangle. And it is Sabosaurus Rex now with the ball. Sab passes the ball to Tonga. Sab and Viper tanking now. And that is Tariq Macpot on the near side, bringing up the tail. Bit of a stalemate at the center of the court. Tariq Macpot, though, just running past all the tanks. And was going to try and set up a camp there. Didn't quite work out, but it did pull off 2 tanks, allowing the runner to hit half court before having to drop back. Runner on the far side looking for an avenue to blitz through. Has to drop all the way back to his spawn, wait for his tanks to pop back up. Right beneath the announcer's booth now. Sliding on, and there's Viper on the plant all alone. Gets the clutch kill, and now he's just going to beast it up in the pad as much as he can, just going absolutely berserk. And although Kid Tonga gets the point, it is Viper who's killing. I think that was a killing spree at least. Probably an overkill led to that point. All right, here we go into round 2. Still anybody's game. We do play all 9 rounds in League Grifball. And it once again, Uplifted comes up with the ball first in this round. Nico Demon's finding himself in a bit of a spot, passes the ball far back, but it is a toss-up ball. Viper's there, gets the lunge and the kill. Does not get the ball, though, but Viper's not done. He just went on a tear in the spawn, and he's not finished. He's still bloodthirsty as he is tearing through Uplifted. Sabosaurus Rex dancing with the runner on the far side. Runner jumps Tonga, but Tonga gets the stab. Some fancy dancing on that far side there. A lot of patience going on right now. Ball's passed back. That's Viper. Hands it off to Tonga. And Tonga, a very capable runner, award-winning runner, holding steady for Impulse. Sabosaurus Rex steps up. Takes out one tank. Viper now on the respawn, running down the far side, supporting his runner. Gets taken out, though. Runner separated. Tonga passes it off to Sab. Sab right in the center, instantly under pressure of 3 uplifted tanks. Has to drop back behind Tarek Makpop. Passes the ball back to Tonga. And Tonga is on the run already the moment he touches the ball. Magikarp, you tweeted about the match. That's how you won a poster. But if you don't want it, I'm sure Rage would take it for you. Viper now stepping up. Sabosaurus Rex, it looks like it's a matter of time. There's a lot of dancing, a lot of patience going on. But Impulse has prevailed so far. They managed to drive out Impulse, which is just obscene considering how many people they had forward and how close they were in tank-wise. And they're going to come up with the ball, too. So a pretty great turn of events for our Uplifted. Yeah, Magikarp, if you want to, I can take the poster back and re-raffle it if you'd prefer. Alright, Uplifted now. Holding steady. Things have definitely calmed down a bit since the first frantic couple seconds of the game, but that's not unusual. Teams get used to each other, they figure out the strengths and weaknesses and try to exploit the latter. Gotenks put the ball up. It goes soaring high, a really great pass. Something that probably was needed in the last game we saw. Magikarp, are you trying to talk yourself out of a poster? Because that's kind of the impression I'm getting here. And you tweeted about it too, dear. But, Uplifted with possession, holding off Impulse to the best of their ability. Running, jumping, climbing trees. Drifting back to the near spawn and now shifting to the far side. Can hear a little bit of the banter from Impulse. And lighthearted at the moment. They're feeling good about being up. Runner gets bounced around like a pinball. That's easy away. Passes the ball back, just chucks it to his spawn and hopes for the best. So, obviously this is a week 2 game for the HLA pros, and it's been a rough start for Impulse. They are currently 0-3, but it's a long season. There's still plenty of time for them to get themselves in playoff contention. Meanwhile, Uplifted haven't had the best start either. They're 1-2, so a win tonight would put them even. And both teams looking to, well, obviously Impulse looking to score their first goal, their first game, their first victory, the first W in their win column, while Uplifted is trying to kind of stabilize and find their rhythm and get to that 500 that's so important. It is Uplifted threatening Easy Force to pass the ball again and just to the corner. There was really nowhere else to put it, and runner's instantly under pressure. Sab jumps to try and make the interception, just couldn't quite jump high enough. You know, if only Sabosaurus Rex had really short arms. Maybe if he had longer arms, he could have caught that. But now it is, let's see here, Impulse on the counterattack. Staying high and tight on that far side. Runner being patient, gets up on the wall hop. Has one tank with him, and there goes Viper going up on the wall hop after the runner, saying 2 can play at that game. Runner gets bounced, but he's got someone going towards the goal. Sab sees him, picks him off. Not quite. Sab leaves. Goes and tries the interception, and it is still Impulse ball. Very close call there for Uplifted. Runner dropping way far back, even though his tanks were still up top doing their jobs like a beast. That's Tarek Makpot at the top center on the MVME is the call sign that you can see on your screen. Call sign of bomb is Kid Tonga, just gets taken out. Runner on the far side, doing his best to kind of stretch the field and make the tanks spread out, create holes and opportunities. And he is veritably in a bad position there, closed down by Uplifted, but somehow Nicodeme is right there with the ball, bounces it off the back wall and into the safety of his teammates' hands. So even though they are spending a lot of time on defense, they do have the bulk of the possession, which is not a bad thing. If you're having a tough time and you're down, you definitely want to be holding on to the ball as much as you can. Ball gets passed back. Trying to see who that is. Can't quite make out who the runner is, but I would guess it'd probably be Easy. Easy goes up, gets a stiff arm. Can't quite make another one. Kid Tonga knocks them out, but the ball is just rolling right in front of the plant. Very, very lucky for Uplifted to get that. Impulse on their heels. They all respawn at once, and Uplifted was not able to take advantage of it. I'm not quite sure they're going to get a better looking opportunity than that. The runner is in a little triangle of death there. Viper goes in, gets the kill. The ball is just flinging to the far side of the court. And that seems to be Uplifted's tactic, is to get as far forward as they can and then chuck the ball back to the far corner. Sab pops the runner up, takes the sword out and goes stab, stab, swish. Ball is skittering around. Easy picks it up. Uplifted, maintaining possession. Easy doing some dodge and weave, some fancy footwork. And once again, gets as far forward as he can. Deflection. I think that was Trink Macpot who got the deflection by jumping into the air and swatting the ball down. Perfect Demise now passes the ball off. And once again on the far side, my guess is it's going to be Easy who has it. Viper tanking it up right here in the center, holding it down so that there's really no place for the runner to go. And now he's got a one-on-one with the runner. He's taken out finally. Uplifted hanging tight. Impulse, I can hear in their chat, they're calm, but they are definitely getting antsy, wanting to get the ball away from Uplifted because they really have been kind of grinding it out in terms of possession. But Impulse put up the big defensive wall and are holding it right there. There's really not a whole lot. Uplifted's been chipping away, but they really haven't been able to get the kind of run they need to. Once again, the runner cut off from his tanks. It's going to have to drop back. Runner comes back to Kid Tonga to give him a punch to the face, and his tank fails him, and there's not much he can do. There is a member of Uplifted in the spawn, but considering the ball is back in his own spawn area, I'm not quite sure. That is Sabosaurus Rex forcing the turnover. Sab passes the ball back, and that is Kid Tonga. Now they are turning. They've got Tarek in the spawn, and the runner misses. It's a victory lap as he runs around the halo and then gets absolutely destroyed by Easy on the respawn. Somehow Impulse come up with the ball, but that was, I don't know what that was. That was disappointment wrapped in shame. It's tough though. Anybody who has never done a victory lap, run around the goal instead of actually going in it on accident. But it's not going to matter because there goes Kid Tonga just putting it to bed, showing that he doesn't need anything flashy. He can just take care of it himself. All right, so we got 2-0 Impulse ahead. And this is looking a little bit like our last game. Reflex actually went ahead 3-0 before it came back to a 4-4 game. So still a lot of Grifball to play. Impulse win the tip-off. Impulse now 3 tanks on the far side, trying to create a lane for their runner. Kid Tonga up top, Sabosaurus in the back. That was Viper who had the ball, passes off. Sab has it now. Urging Viper to go forth and slaughter. Can hear Tonga shouting some runner-type orders to his teammates. A lot of chatter going on for Impulse. A lot of really good communication going on with that team right now. There is Tariq in the back trying to sneak into the spawn, and if nothing else, cause some problems, draw some attention, and is doing just that. Couldn't hang in there long enough to really benefit from it, but keeps playing like that, and eventually there's going to be one bad swing, and it's going to be home free for Impulse. Impulse showing that they too can play the possession game. Runner facing off with a sword and passes it back. Looks like an attempted deflection, but if it actually did impact it, there wasn't a whole lot going on. Viper puts the ball up. Ball does get deflected, but it still lands in Kid Tonga's arms as per the plan. Tonga pitches it forward. Tariq just sitting there. He's going to have to get one stiff arm. No, he gets popped up and destroyed. Now there is Sab on the far side. What a beautiful play set up by Impulse. And it is heartbreaking that did not turn out for them, but well on for Uplifted and that goal line defense. Impulse a little bit frustrated that their tactics didn't necessarily pan out for them, but they are staying positive. Puts the ball up. Not the best throw ever, but it's good enough. Sab picks it up on the far side. He's under pressure, gets one stiff arm. He's got Viper there to help him out, and here comes Tonga. Tonga with possession. Just kind of chilling. A lot of confidence in his running, not feeling like he has to scatter around, but he and Viper are just pushing forward. If Viper can stick with him for a while, unfortunately, commentator's curse strikes again, and it's not to be. It looks like MacPot is in the spawn, causing problems, causing distractions. This looks like a really good chance for Impulse if they can keep themselves together. Didn't shape up as nicely as it could have, but hey, they still got possession, and that's still a large part of the battle here, because when Uplifted have it, they held it for a very long time. Runner in the corner now, that's Tonga. Passes the ball forward, but it's turned over. There wasn't quite enough arc on the ball to get it to Sab. And now it is Uplifted on the counterattack. They have somebody in the spawn. Two tanks hanging with the runner. Carving a path almost right down the center. All three tanks forward for Uplifted. This is looking like a good push for them. We'll see what they can do. Runner goes in. No! Gets stabbed! Tariq MacPot with the epic save at the last possible second. Passes the ball off easy as you please to Kid Tonga like it was nothing. What a stop by MacPot. Tonga still holding the ball, dropping in behind Sab. Now he's gonna wisely gets rid of the ball very, very quickly. He was in a 2-on-1 situation. There was no way that he was going to get out of that alive. Sabosaurus Rex trying to tank away forward, but now on the far side, even though the runner split for them, Viper passes the ball to Sab. And once again, it is MacPot in the spawn, just going to town. Just a couple more swings. Runner takes a stutter step. Here comes Viper, and it looks like the opportune moment has passed for Impulse on that counterattack. But well done for MacPot. That epic stop, and then the spree and the plant. Not his first, nor will it be his last. Really proving his credit value. You can hear Impulse giving very impassioned call-outs to one another as the runner gets separated. He goes for the stiff arm, gets denied, and it is a runaway train for Uplifted, one to beat. Tariq having to track all the way back on Demise, gets the kill, but not before Demise can pass the ball back. So a turnover, but not nearly as disastrous as it could have been for Impulse. Uplifted, now feeling some wind beneath their wings and some wind in their sail, are pressing forward against Impulse, trying to hack and slash their way into their spawn, but Impulse is just shutting them down soundly, and Uplifted really have not had more than just 1 or 2 glances at the goal, whereas Impulse has been knocking on their door pretty much every possession. It seems like it's everything that Uplifted can do just to keep their head above water. Runner switching around the near side, looking for a lane. Somehow splits between Sab and I think that was Tonga who he split, but despite squeaking through there, he was rewarded with a Sabosaurus Rex sword to the back. And that is, yeah, Tonga on the run. There we go. I was only counting 3 there. Viper was in the spawn. And in doing so, even though it didn't actually do much in terms of a score, it did create a lot of space, and it forced Uplifted to have to come back and tend to their own spawn rather than putting pressure on the runner in the Impulse spawn. Impulse strafing. Fakes a pass. Gets the stiff arm. Sab steps up, gets a trade. Impulse doing their best to put their best foot forward. Once again, the Mack truck Macpot is just steamrolling through the defense. Runner steps up, gets a clutch stiff arm. This has got to be it. There we go. Kid Tonga with goal number 3 for Impulse. So yeah, shaping up to be a lot like our last game. You know, if we're lucky, we'll see another 4-4 match. 4-4 Grifball is pretty much the most exciting thing ever. But we'll see what happens. Still time for Uplifted to answer back. They go for the pro run, get popped up, and wisely pass the ball back to the spawn. Probably going to retrieve it himself. Uplifted, holding steady. Surrounded by a bunch of blues. Nothing that Easy can do other than put the ball up and wait for, can't quite tell who grabbed it for him, but it is a member of Uplifted. Gets into a dancing battle with Kid Tonga, gets the stiff arm on him, and Macpot's going to have to drop back from the spawn where he was camping out. Now 2 runners, or rather 2 tanks on the runner, swords flying everywhere. That is Kid Tonga with the lunge. Macpot holding on the defensive end, joined by Sab, and that's Viper pressing down the court. Viper having to give a lot of space to accommodate that tank, but he does, and now he's angling on the flank side before he's taken out. Uplifted, holding steady, having to cross back against his own spawn, just waiting for Sab to descend upon him like a hawk in a stoop. Now he's one-on-one with Tonga, gets the stiff arm, but here comes Viper. Viper sword out, gets the double stiff arm on Viper. Macpot still lurking around, and there's not pretty much any place for the runner to go. He can't go forward, he can't go back. Finally, his tank clears it out, and he's able to go to the far side where the respawn is happening. Uplifted, looking good. Maybe they've finally found their stride. Runner gets smacked back after fainting in a stiff arm. 3 tanks with him. Uplifted definitely looking to be having a little bit more difficulty against Impulse, at least tanking-wise. Although it has been a pretty solid, balanced match so far, despite the 3-0 on the scoreboard. But that's the only place that actually matters. So here comes Uplifted, got 3 tanks forward, and it is Macpot who causes the turnover, gets the lunge, but Perfect Demise jumps into the rescue. And even though Viper deflects the ball, Uplifted still have it. And we've got, on the far side, Kid Tonga's going to have to take him out, or not. They might just let him be. That is Perfect Demise in the spawn. Running, jumping, leaping forward. Uplifted doing their best. A little too late to capitalize on the spawn camping there, but you know, they're hanging tight. 3-0, not insurmountable, but definitely not the easiest game to come back from. Especially with how Impulse has been playing so far. They've been doing really well, minimizing their turnovers. Uplifted just having a little bit more problems. Gets a clutch stiff arm. Runner being very bold. I guess that was enough bravado for the runner right there. He drops back to mid-court. Come to a bit of a grinding halt here. Although all 3 tanks forward for Uplifted, trying to respond. The runner, although, is separated from his tanks, and by the time he finally gets close enough, there's only 1 left, and he has to drop all the way back. Runner gets a stiff arm, drops back a little bit to help his tank out. 1v1 with Viper, and he's got MacPot behind him. Pushes forward, looking good for Uplifted. They've got somebody on the spawn trying to come to his runner's aid, but Viper turns around and takes him out. Runner fancies a look, but it gets him into trouble, and that is MacPot with the takedown. I gotta say, if I was to choose an MVP so far for this match, even though it's still a very young game, I think MacPot would probably be my MVP at the moment. Kitanga doing his runner thing where he splits his own tanks, and he's got very happy feet. His feet are always moving and never still, always searching for a lane or an avenue to try and put pressure on Uplifted. Sabosaurus diligently defending his runner, and that is MacPot just tearing forward, having a really, really great game. There's just swords flying all over the place, but the runner once again caught far away from his tanks. He had to get that stiff arm. There was no 2 ways about it. I think this is where Impulse is having a little bit of trouble, is that their tanking line can't get in, but they don't bring their runner along. Viper staying up tight, trying to do the best he can. Tonga ends up chucking the ball back. And it is Sab who catches it. And keep in mind, if you are joining us or you're new to League Grifball, there is no auto catch. So when you see these teams passing the ball back and forth and making those kinds of plays, it is all player, no assistance from the controller. In addition, League play is 9 rounds. So we will play all 9 rounds regardless, but it definitely the first of 5 wins. Viper on the spawn and the pass. Silent Viper with the catch. That was crisply done. Well played by Impulse. I thought for sure the runner was done. That was quite a clever little flick that they managed there. All right, so it's do or die now for Uplifted. Ball still free. And it is Impulse who comes up with it. So Impulse very well poised to break their losing streak. Wait, Rage, are you... Oh, well, why didn't somebody tell me before now? I asked the teams in the lobby, and they said otherwise. So let me fix that. All right, and that's a goal for... Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. It's better late than never. So now I feel really bad for anybody listening to the stream for commentating on the wrong sides. I asked the teams when we were in the lobby who was on what color, and that's what they told me. So maybe after the host check they changed their minds, but so yeah, that's only a little bit embarrassing. So yeah, Uplifted winning. We update the scores. All right. Yeah. So sorry about that. I'm gonna blame Cal because you know that's what you do in times such as these. So it is Uplifted who takes the game 5-0. We're gonna play all 9 rounds because that's what we do. Impulse with the turnover. I got you, Shadow. But thank you for checking because obviously I need adult supervision. All right, so it is Impulse at 0, Uplifted at 5. Go Tanks passing the ball back. Runner running, jumping, get an aerial stiff arm before Tonga takes him down. Tonga gets stabbed, and then Viper kills the stabber, and so there's just a train of death in the wake here trying to get possession of the bomb. Viper passes it off to Tonga. This is what happens when Gigi leaves me. I get confused. I need my ginger connection. Runner dips, dodges, ducks, dives, and dodges once again to avoid the oncoming onslaughts of Impulse. Uplifted really split. They've got 2 tanks up top. They've got, well, the runner down there. Really, literally an entire court between the tank and his runner. But that kind of seems to be Uplifted's MO. They tend to spread it out quite a bit. Ball gets up, almost intercepted by Impulse. And I believe that's Silent Viper taking on the near side. That was MacPot who had the ball. And I believe that's Tonga. Yep, Tonga passes it back. Not the best pass in the world. Viper gets to it, but gets a sword to the face for his troubles. MacPot steps up to defend the new runner. Runner gets a stiff arm. And I believe that's MacPot who's running. Yep. MacPot has had one hell of a game so far. So it'll be interesting to see what his stats are. Although running, it might impede his KD a bit. Passes the ball, and again, it's a wily, unwieldy pass. Very, very luckily, Tarek actually gets back to it. Now Tonga has it, and Uplifted is moving forward. Viper trying to do his very best at the top here, creating space for his runner. Runner now is all alone, runs, jumps, and is slayed before he can get to the wall hop. Impulse with possession now. Runner goes in, gets one stiff arm, does a little do-si-do around Viper. Ball skitters around a bit, but and then Impulse just gets bounced all the way to the far side by Uplifted's plan. This could be an opportunity for Impulse. One tank forward, but no, now Uplifted on the respawn, and the runner is triplicately outnumbered, and does a little dodge maneuver and leaves 3 members of Uplifted in the dust. On the respawn, he's going to pass, and MacPot with the interception. So MacPot with the interception, MacPot with the killing spree, and wait, Impulse now. Can he get it off the backboard? No! The backboard was not good to him, and somehow Uplifted get that goal line stop and save the day. So yeah, once again, MacPot is my hero for this game. Goal line stops, interceptions. He's doing it all. Sab just ran forward, passed the ball. Tonga missed it. What? Oh, Tonga, man, the butter on his hands. That's just painful. That was clear and golden goal, but unfortunately, Tonga just did not have the Crusader bomb pickup button held down. And so once again, there is no auto catch. This is all player skill all day long. Tonga trying to make up for it though, slays the runner. But Impulse holding tough. They might actually get a point. And they do. That is Go Tanks, who drives it home. So although it is a little bit too little too late for them to win the game, it always feels good to at least get 1 goal. Not getting 9-0'd is a very respectable goal when playing in a league that is as competitive and difficult as the AGLA Pro League. Now, just to remind everybody that at the end of this match, not only will we break down the stats, but we will also be giving away the Halo Nightfall poster. Epic lunge by Impulse. Gets a double with the sword, but he can't find the ball. Sab finally takes him out as he was running around looking for it. And then Sab with a stiff arm, and once again Uplifted in control. But yeah, so if you want to be eligible to win the Halo Nightfall poster, all you have to do is tweet at GrifballHub on Twitter and use the hashtag Wednesday Night Grifbrawl, and that is another goal for Uplifted, making it 6-1. So again, if you want to be eligible for that Nightfall poster, just tweet at GrifballHub and let us know. Well, it's a little late now to predict who's going to win the matches, but just tweet something about Wednesday Night Grifbrawl or Grifball or something awesome like that. Let us know you love us, and we will put your name into the drawing to win the Nightfall poster. It really is this looking poster too. It's very nice. So a passing play there to Gotenks, and that's goal number 2 for Impulse. So we're going to be closing out here real soon, which means just one more goal, and then we will be giving away that poster. So there's still time. Tweet at us. Let us know you love Grifball. Stream Grifball. It's the best thing ever. And you, too, may be a winner. We had level 25 Magikarp. He won the Halo Master Chief Collection. Both of these posters were exclusives, and there goes, yep. And that is all she wrote. Tonga putting up point number 5 for himself. That's like a hat trick and a half. And that is game. That is all she wrote. So this is your last chance to tweet at the hub to win our Nightfall poster. It looked very, very slick. If you're not familiar with Nightfall, it's the new video creation that 343 is creating about life on one of the Halo rings. And it's pretty sweet. So here's your stats breakdown. Sab at 2600, Silent Viper at 2285, Tarek at 1975, Tonga at 1845, Gotenks at 2025, Demise at 1975, and D-Click at 0. So maybe gonna guess that's not quite right. So 1 interception for Sab and 2 for Impulse as a whole. And on our KD spreads here, Sab positive 24, Viper positive 11, MacPot positive 37, holy cow, Tonga negative 12, and Gotenks negative 34, Demise negative 36, Nicodemus negative 34. So yeah, it's really hard to pull out a win when you're going super neg, and it's not an easy thing. But a 37-minute match, which, you know, is more than pretty much anybody else in the world could do. And I've no problem talking proudly about our AGLA pros. They are the best in the world. All right, so that is it for this streaming event for Wednesday Night Grifbrawl. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the random number generator. I'm going to randomly generate a number, and I will give away that last poster. So give me just a second while I get that number generator. All right, let's go on to the GrifballHub Twitter feed, and we'll see what happens. All right, well, congratulations to our winner of the Halo Nightfall poster, Rage More Nerd. And it wasn't rigged, Rage, I promise. It was legitimate. So yeah, congrats to Rage More Nerd for winning the Halo Nightfall poster, and congrats to Level 25 Magikarp for winning the Halo Master Chief Collection poster. Again, both exclusives to PAX Prime last month. And as always, thank you to all of our teams who played tonight. So Reflex, Bad Intentions, Uplifted, and Impulse. I know the guys really enjoy coming out and putting on a good show for everybody here. So thank you for everybody for coming out, supporting Grifball. If you need more Grifball action, you can always follow us on Twitter at GrifballHub, where we do giveaways, prizes, and keep you up to date on all things Grifball related. Tomorrow night we'll be streaming a game as well. It'll be Pop-Tart versus Spoon, brother versus brother. And it will be a game to remember, so be sure to tune into that live right here, twitch.tv/GrifballHub at 9 p.m. It'll be followed by the Grifball Hubcast at 10 p.m., which is our weekly podcast. So if you need more Grifball in your life, always check out GrifballHub.com for all your griffing and balling needs. And on behalf of Gingy, who was my co-commentator for the first game, and all the players who came out and put their hammers and souls on the line for you, I hope everybody has a fantastic evening, and we'll see you tomorrow night.